The WWE Universe was on the edge of their seats tonight as Paul Heyman made his way to the Raw stage, the arena buzzing with anticipation and tension. Every fan knew this wasn't just another promo. This was personal. Heyman, flanked by the imposing Vision members, commanded attention with every step, his presence alone radiating authority and control. The air was thick with curiosity and apprehension as the spotlight settled on him, signaling that a major reckoning was about to unfold. Addressing the shocking betrayal of Seth Rollins, Heyman's words cut through the roar of the crowd, a mix of calm calculation and steely intensity. Fans watched, captivated, as a master manipulator prepared to confront a defiant superstar, promising consequences that would echo across Raw. Heyman's powerful entrance. Paul Heyman steps onto the ramp, exuding authority and control, with the Vision members following silently behind him. The crowd erupts at his appearance, knowing that when Heyman speaks, his words carry immense weight. Each step and gesture is deliberate, designed to command attention and establish dominance over both the audience and Seth Rollins. His presence signals the seriousness of the betrayal and frames the ensuing confrontation as more than a simple feud. It's a clash of power and influence. Heyman's deliberate pacing and calculated movements reinforce his role as a manipulative, authoritative figure, setting the tone for the segment. The visual of the Vision members flanking him adds a sense of intimidation, creating a stark contrast with Rollins's fiery, impulsive energy. Confronting the betrayal, Heyman opens his promo by directly addressing Seth Rollins's betrayal. His voice is calm, yet steel-laced, dissecting Rollins's actions and framing them as a colossal miscalculation. The segment highlights the gravity of betrayal in WWE storytelling. Actions carry consequences, and Rollins' defiance has crossed a line. The crowd reacts strongly, chanting Rollins' name in a mix of anger and awe. Heyman's words emphasize mentorship, loyalty, and opportunity, reminding both Rollins and the audience of the stakes at play. This moment positions Heyman as both a manipulative authority figure and a moral arbiter, illustrating the psychological tension between guidance and rebellion. By addressing betrayal on a personal and professional level, Heyman elevates the segment beyond a simple confrontation, making it emotionally charged and narratively compelling. Seth Rollins' defiance. Rollins responds with raw intensity, asserting that no threats, manipulations, or Vision members can control his destiny. His defiance is palpable, his body language tense, fists clenched, eyes blazing with fury. This section emphasizes the classic WWE hero archetype, the defiant, resilient figure who refuses to be subdued despite overwhelming odds. Rollins' words resonate with fans as he claims ownership of his narrative, refusing to bow to authority. The tension between Heyman's calculated control and Rollins' chaotic energy forms the dramatic core of the segment. The arena's crowd reacts explosively, caught between admiration for Rollins' courage and awe at Heyman's dominance. This interplay establishes a compelling narrative conflict that will drive future storylines and matches on Raw. Psychological warfare and Titantron imagery. Heyman employs psychological tactics, showing footage of Rollins' past triumphs, defeats, and controversial decisions on the Titantron. This visual montage contrasts Rollins' successes with moments Heyman frames as foreshadowing betrayal. By dissecting Rollins' career in real time, Heyman applies pressure, emphasizing accountability and consequence while manipulating the audience's perception. This segment demonstrates WWE's mastery of storytelling, blending visual cues, commentary, and live performance to heighten drama. Fans are drawn into the tension, analyzing every image, gesture, and word. The combination of narrative exposition and cinematic imagery reinforces Heyman's control and frames the feud as a psychological battle, setting the stage for a prolonged storyline that blurs the line between heroism, villainy, and strategy. The Vision's imposing presence. Division members remain a silent but formidable presence throughout the confrontation. Their disciplined movements, synchronized positioning, and stoic expressions convey authority and control, reinforcing Heyman's dominance. This visual strategy underscores the power imbalance between Rollins and the Vision, elevating the stakes of the segment. They act as enforcers of consequence, reminding both Rollins and the audience that defiance carries real risk. By integrating the Vision as a tangible threat, the segment gains layered storytelling. It's not just words against words, but strategy, intimidation, and physical presence working together to shape narrative tension. The crowd recognizes the threat they represent, creating heightened anticipation for how Rollins will navigate this orchestrated challenge. Escalation into physical confrontation. Rollins eventually lunges at the Vision, turning verbal defiance into action. His attack is chaotic, energetic, and visually striking, emphasizing his relentless spirit and willingness to fight back despite the odds. The Vision counters with precision, but Rollins' athleticism and fury create cracks in their formation. This sequence elevates the segment from a psychological promo to an in-ring spectacle, combining narrative with visceral action. Fans erupt in excitement as chaos unfolds, chanting Rollins' name and reacting to each maneuver. This escalation exemplifies WWE's ability to blend storytelling with physicality, demonstrating how promos and confrontations can seamlessly lead into matches or future conflicts. Rollins' fury juxtaposed against Heyman's calculated calm heightens the dramatic tension, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. Consequences and strategy. Heyman maintains control even as Rollins fights back, emphasizing that defiance alone does not negate consequences. Every action, betrayal, and challenge has a cost, and Heyman frames Rollins' rebellion as the opening act of a larger reckoning. The segment highlights strategy and manipulation, illustrating that authority figures in WWE often orchestrate multi-layered storylines. Heyman's calm demeanor and the Vision's coordination reinforce the notion that this is a battle of intellect, control, and psychological endurance, not just physical strength. By establishing the consequences of betrayal, the narrative sets the stage for sustained tension, allowing the feud to evolve organically over multiple weeks, building anticipation for Rollins' eventual retaliation or triumph. Audience engagement and anticipation. The WWE Universe is fully invested in the unfolding drama. Fans react vocally, online discussions explode, and social media buzzes with speculation about the feud's direction. The commentary team mirrors this intensity, amplifying excitement and contextualizing the narrative for viewers at home. WWE's execution ensures that the segment resonates emotionally, combining suspense, spectacle, and character development. The interplay between Heyman's authority, Rollins' defiance, and the Vision's presence creates layers for fans to analyze and debate. Audience engagement becomes part of the storyline itself as anticipation for the next chapter grows. Every fan, from front row attendees to television viewers, feels the tension, heightening investment in the feud's outcome. setting the stage for a long-term feud. The segment closes with both Rollins and Heyman solidifying their positions. Rollins as a defiant, unstoppable force, and Heyman as the calculating authority with the vision enforcing consequences. The narrative establishes a long-term conflict defined by betrayal, manipulation, and revenge, ensuring the feud will dominate Raw for weeks, potentially months. The closing shots of both sides, juxtaposed with fan reactions, Titantron imagery, and commentary, reinforce the emotional and narrative stakes. The segment leaves viewers with questions about strategy, retaliation, and the ultimate cost of defiance, setting the stage for a compelling, multi-layered storyline. WWE successfully transforms a single confrontation into a saga that promises high drama, physical action, and psychological intrigue, keeping the audience fully invested in the narrative's evolution.